Hello everyone, we're here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is going to be the start of the very first AP1's EV6 road trip from Albuquerque to Las Cruces. Car's fully loaded up. We're charging here at Electrify America. About to return home to Las Cruces. It's Memorial Day weekend. So we're returning home. So here's a look at the charger here. We're charging up to about 80% or so. And you can see here, we've been charging for 5 minutes. The charge is still pretty fast, even though we're limited here to this 175 kilowatts since the other 350 unit was broken, but we're charging pretty fast. There's a look at the trip plans right there. So we're gonna charge in Socorro, and depending on the wind, we might need to charge again in Tier C, well, north of Tier C in Elephant Butte. But otherwise, this stretch of road is much easier to travel in compared to a little over 6 months ago when there were no CCS DC fast chargers south of Albuquerque, and it's about 240 miles from here in Albuquerque to Las Cruces, and it's a very tough stretch to do. It's a little bit easier southbound because you have a net elevation loss, but it's still a very tough drive nonetheless. At least now it's not that tough because there are chargers in Socorro. We have 2 ChargePoint CPU 250s, which you see a little preview of right there. And then in Elephant Butte, we have a 250 kilowatt chargers at the Elephant Butte Fast Stop by Francis Energy. Those ones are a little bit more pricey, but at least those are dedicated units. Unfortunately, the ones in Socorro are shared units. So if one other car plugs in, then we'll get half speed. Instead of 120, we'll get only 60 kilowatts or so. So that is too bad. So we'll be checking the data through the ChargePoint app, see if there's any cars that may arrive there, but in likelihood, we won't know until we get there, just because people might arrive within 5 minutes before you get to the charger. You don't know. There's no en route planning. But otherwise, I use ABRP to plan my trips because the stock Hyundai Kia trip planner isn't that good. So let's go into the car and take an overview of the trip. So here's a look at the trip plan here inside the car. So we're running the T-Box here. We have full Android apps and everything, but you can see here, and we have LTE data. So yeah, Socorro Plaza. It's about 80 miles, 128 kilometers an hour, 8 minutes to the next planned charging station. And if we need to go to the Elephant Butte Fast Stop, because it looks like right now, you can see here on the screen, 1 out of 2 is in use in Socorro. So if we go there, that means we're limited to 60 kilowatts if nothing else changes. But anyways, if we have to go to the Fast Stop, it's 250 kilometers, that's about 150 miles or so. So we'll just keep charging here until the charge rate dips down. But you can see here, on the odometer, we have 40,000 miles, which is 65,000 kilometers, and right now outside temp's 85 Fahrenheit or 30 Celsius, so it's a nice warm spring day, so we should have really good efficiency. But I do like to have a little bit of a buffer, about 30 or 40 miles, so that's about 50 to 70 kilometer buffer. And you can see right here, 291 kilometers, and if we had to go over to the Fast Stop, it's 240. So the buffer right now is about 40 kilometers, that's about 25 miles. So we'll wait till the buffer expands a little bit more, and then we'll see about leaving. But right now the charge rate's great. We're getting 150 kilowatts, which is faster than either charger could provide, because that Elephant Butte Fast Stop charger is only 150 kilowatts. Okay, everyone, we're at 90%. We're gonna stop the charge right now. Boom, so we just stopped the charge there, 90%. And let's see, the car is ramping down, and once I unplug, it'll give me the full stats. And unfortunately, yeah, this handle's a little broken, so that's too bad. This equipment, well, it always falls into disrepair. This is a very busy station here in Albuquerque. But there's a look at the summary, so we'll hit the road now. We left with 90 or 91%, and the OBD2 screenshot of the battery data shows what we got, and it'll take a little while to update. Oh, but it looks like I can't show the price, but that's okay. We paid, well, that's the finalized cost there shown on the screen. But we'll be buttoned up here and we'll hit the road. So onwards to Socorro. Hello everyone, you see here we made it to Socorro with 54%. There's a look at the OBD2 battery data there. Battery temps are doing pretty good too. And we had some pretty good efficiency. I'll give you a closer look at that, but it looks like from right here, drive info, and let's go activate the charger. But yeah, about 70 miles, we can go here. Unit number 2 we're plugged into, so we should be able to activate it here. Start the charge, yes, start the charge, so it should authorize soon, but arrive at 54%. And yeah, overall, a pretty uneventful trip, 4.5 kilometers a kilowatt hour. And we should be getting charging now, so we can go back to the OBD2 battery data. And this charger should be working fine. And there go the contactors. And charging just started, so yeah, we should get up to 125 kilowatts, at least we're 800 volt EV. You can see it's ramping right there on the screen. And here's a look at the technical data. So yeah, arrive at 54%. So yeah, 80 miles, 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour in about an hour 8. So yeah, we should be here until about 80 or 90%, and that should make it all the way to Las Cruces. So that way we don't have to stop at the Francis Energy at the Elephant Butte fast stop. Since that one is a little bit far off the road, looks like the wind's pretty good. So yeah, we'll go to 80. It says about 11 minutes to 80%. And let's see the estimate here on the screen. For 90% charge takes 19 minutes. And of course the full takes too long. It takes 33 minutes. So you should go to 90%. We're here at the Socorro Historic Plaza, about to unplug right now. You can see there's a look at it there. For Sunday on Memorial Day weekend, doesn't look too bad. Unfortunately, somebody left their trash here. So yeah, hopefully not the last EV driver, but the station's both working. The unit that I'm on was actually the unit with the broken handle, because if you look at this handle right here, there's an Amphenol cable. This part of the handle was broken on the unit where I'm on. It took them 2 months to fix it. But yeah, we just stopped at 80%, so that's why the car just stopped. So 20 minutes here, final price right there. So we just stopped at 90%. I guess I should have raised the charge limit a little, but yeah, that's too bad. We could have been charging for an extra minute almost that I've been talking, but it's okay, 90%. There's a look at the receipt, $12.79. So here's a good rate, 42 cents a kilowatt hour. It's very reasonable. Hopefully you can see the screen there. There's a screenshot of the receipt, also from ChargePoint. So yeah, we've only been here for like 20 minutes, yeah, from 4:44 p.m. to 5:05. So yeah, let's hit the road onwards to Las Cruces, and we shouldn't have to charge again. So yeah, I'll see you hopefully in Las Cruces, maybe a little bit sooner actually, but let's hit the road. So we made it back home to Las Cruces, but as you see right here, we only got back with 10%, and that's an estimated range of 29 kilometers or 18 miles left. That means our buffer shrank by a little more than half due to a little bit more headwind south of TRC. When we left Socorro, our buffer was 65 kilometers or 40 miles of extra estimated range. But yeah, it shrank a little bit more than half. But I was never really concerned about running out. I've come home with as low as 5% before. And in Socorro, it cost only $2.35 actually due to a billing error on ChargePoint's part. I was only billed for the 5.6 kilowatt hours that I consumed after the battery cell check, which you see highlighted right there in the graph. So the vehicle pauses charging at 82 to 85% to check the battery cells, and it ramps up again. So the charger only billed me for the energy I used after that. In total, it took 20 minutes to go from 54 to 90%. And the actual cost, if there wasn't that error, would have been only $12.79 for 30.45 kilowatt hours added. So yeah, that's not too bad. It's cheaper than most gas cars for sure. And our efficiency since leaving Socorro, we drove 245 kilometers or 152 miles and got 4.3 kilometers a kilowatt hour or 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. So pretty much to be as expected. The efficiency was a little bit lower on the second half of the trip than the first half because, like I said, there was a little bit more headwind. But overall trip stats, 372 kilometers, 231 miles, 4.4 kilometers a kilowatt hour, and that's 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. So yeah, pretty good efficiency, on par for what I get during the warmer months. And overall I was driving about 84, 85. So yeah, that's the efficiency I usually expect driving at those speeds in warmer weather. So that's going to be it for my very first EV6 road trip from Albuquerque to Las Cruces. Thanks for watching, everyone. Consider supporting me on Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi link in my bio to buy me a coffee. Anything you could give, I'd greatly appreciate it. And get subscribed to my channel here on YouTube, and also follow me on X Twitter. I'm at Mr. Artie Penguin. I have a bunch more EV6 road trips coming up. The next road trip will be to the total solar eclipse from this past April in Texas. So get subscribed and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. And again, thanks for watching, everyone.